We are live.
Yeah,
When we first came here in June, oh my gosh, needed a vacation.
very bad. Very
Uh,
badly needed one.
we are in Lisbon, Portugal, and it was a long haul to get here. Back in June, we were here. It took a long time to get here, a lot of stuff that we had to do. And we needed a vacation, but it was our scouting trip.
Yeah, yeah. So, we're going to talk about and show you some of the things where you should stay for scouting trips versus vacations.
Yes, 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 yes. Because these Airbnbs and short-term rentals here in Lisbon, sometimes it's like they're on drugs. I don't know, but we are going to show you what you should expect, how much it should cost, and where are the places that you would
Yeah,
stay based upon what you want to do,
the different areas.
vacation and
Yeah,
scouting, right? But
yeah.
first, let's introduce ourselves. Hey, y'all! My name's Halisi.
And I'm Rick. Welcome to our Black Utopia.
On our channel, we talk about travel, we talk about money and retiring abroad as we build generational wealth.
Yes.
We help folks who are close to retirement age and forgot to plan get their finances straight so that they can retire early or even on time.
Or even at all. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if some of you don't know, about 6 years ago, Rick and I had a wake up call. Our finances were crazy, but we got our stuff together, and in 3 years we went from negative 22,000 over $800,000 in net worth.
Ching.
So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please hit the like button, hit subscribe,
Hit us up.
hit that notification bell so you know every time that we go live or drop a video. So without further ado, let's get started. We're trying something new today with our Thursday lives. We are here to talk about something very specific. We're not going to have a lot of chat or talk, answer questions from our audience that we do on Sundays at 3:30 Eastern time. So we are going to get right into it. And this is the one I hit, right?
Before we do, how
Yes.
often are we going to do this?
We're going to do this every other Thursday. So our next one will be the 20 something. If you're watching from the future, you'll see it. It's coming up.
We'll be sending emails and stuff out.
Yes, 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 yes. So if you want to get on our email list, if you need our Ready to Retire toolkit or any of that, it's in the description below. So what we are showing you right now is a map from a website called Secret City Trails. We want to give them credit for this map because it's really cool, and I think that they built it themselves. So the areas that you see here, they're calling it the coolest neighborhoods in Lisbon. And that may be true, but you might not want to live in some of these neighborhoods. So first, we're going to talk about where you would take a vacation and what you might be looking for.
Yeah.
So if you are the type of person who likes nightlife, who likes bars and, partying all night, if you want to people watch, if you like the cafes are actually all over Portugal. There are a lot of outdoor seating in the areas that we're going to show you. Then this may be the areas that you want to stay. So what we're going to look at is the historic part of Graça Alfama and São Vicente or St. Vicente. And first, this area over here, which is Bairro Alto, Chiado, Baixa, and Baica. I'm sorry, folks. Cais de Sodré, right here, is where you'll find the timeout market. And then over here in this area right here is the yellow square that everyone sees, and all of the streets that are heading off of that have lots of cafes and restaurants and bars and everything else.
Very beautiful area. Of course, all of them are beautiful areas.
Yes, it's just what your preference is. The lower part of Avenida Liberdade also gives you easy access to this area and Príncipe Real. The reason why we're gonna concentrate in these areas is because this is easy access to the key tourist area of Lisbon. So the first one we want to show you, Chiado Loft Apartment. Now you see this one, we're going to show you some at the lower ends and some at the higher ends. So this one in all of them, so let me give you our criteria. The only criteria we put in there was Wi-Fi, because to me, you got to have Wi-Fi. and 2 bedrooms. So if you are coming as a couple or something and 1 bedroom is all that you need, know that you probably can find something
cheaper.
less expensive than what we're showing you. So this entire rental is $1,285. It has been renovated. All of the ones that we show you are going to be renovated, some more than others. And so very quickly, I'm going to show all. I'm going to run through this. So one of the things that we wanted to point out is you see here, the bathroom still has not been updated as much as some have. So they've got the bidet and the toilet and a little bit old-fashioned looking toilet. It looks like it's a small and tight bathroom and just a single sink there. It has a full-size bed. Oftentimes, you're not going to get a king-size bed. You're going to get a queen or a double bed.
Right.
And then a single or 2 singles in the other bedroom. This looks like it could be a trundle bed or there's under the bed storage.
Yeah.
So other pictures of the bedroom, but I wanted to show you the living room and kitchen here. Well, this is not a very big picture. Let me see if there's a better picture here. They like these bedrooms. And this is all the same bedroom, y'all. Okay, here's the living room. Okay, and so this is a okay sized living room. It's not nearly as big as ours, but it's got the floor to ceiling windows. So there's probably a little Juliet balcony off of there. It looks like 2 little kid seats right there. I know right here is probably a dining room table. This is typical Portuguese.
Yeah. Dining room and living room are spaces together.
Yes.
All in the same room.
And usually very separated from the kitchen. So here is the couch, and there's another view of it, and you can see the TV is over there. It's not very big. And so this one, the kitchen is up front. The kitchen usually in a typical Portuguese apartment, unless it's been renovated and the kitchen has been moved, you're usually not going to have the kitchen right off of the living room.
No.
It's usually in the back of the apartment. And we will show you 1 or 2 that is still like that, but the kitchen has been renovated. And so this has a smaller kitchen. As you can see, there is just 2 burners, and it looks like a small refrigerator. But if you're on vacation, then this may be something that will work for you. All right, so we're going to go. So that's low range, and that one was $1,285, so $1,300 a month. The second one.
Closed shadow.
Yeah, thank you. So I said I was going to close these so I didn't get confused. Y'all know. So now we've jumped up a little bit. This one is $1,875. And as you can see, more updated and everything else. So we're going to go ahead and open this. And it looks like it has a large balcony.
Yeah, looks like it has a large balcony, and the room is also a little bit bigger.
Yeah, the spaces are bigger. So let's go ahead and click that. And click through. So that's probably the master. So
and showing you the living room, the living room and the dining area.
Yeah.
All together.
This one though has the kitchen in the living room. I don't like that, y'all. If I were on vacation, it would probably be okay because, again, we'll be eating out all of the time, and then this would just be used for leftovers. I do like the fact that it has a washing machine there, so if you're here for a month, you don't have to bring a lot of stuff. You can wash your clothes.
And do note, people, that Portuguese apartments usually just come with a washer.
Just with a washer. If it comes with any at all, it comes with just a washer.
Because you got to go old school if you're washing clothes and hang them outside.
Yes. And so this one has a large balcony, which is nice. So this is wide angle. Y'all, this place is not as big as it seems. It's not as big as it seems. But and see how the oven is right next to the couch. If the whole family is in this room and then, you're warming up stuff, cooking stuff, it's not that bad, but long term, that would drive me crazy. So nice size shower. And as you see, more updated than the other one that we looked at. And then this is the second bedroom.
The second bedroom.
So again, I would look at the furniture and the space between the furniture and the wall, because these wide angle lens, when we stayed in Coimbra,
Oh my God. Did
right?
we ever take pictures of that?
I think we did take
That
pictures.
was
We'll
a
have to show
closet.
y'all.
It was
If
literally a closet.
yes,
Really.
yes,
I don't know
yes.
how we made that work, but oh Lord.
Especially with all the luggage that we had. So this is a nice apartment. This is what you will get for 1875. Again, in the historic area, the very tourist area of Lisbon. There's our list. And did we get to Belém already? I think I missed one. Let me see. Yeah, I did. So this is the high end. And this again is in the tourist area. I don't know why the Belém one came up, because we're going to get to Belém, but not yet. So let's go back to this one. This is what you get when you're balling and you want to spend $2,600 a month. We don't like to spend any more than $50 to $65 per night. So you can do the math and multiply that times 28 or 30, whatever the month is. But yeah, we just don't. And so, but some, if you need the space, if you have certain expectations, this may be closer to what you expect. I already knew, because of looking, that there's a big difference between new American apartments and renovated apartments that were built in the 1700s, 1800s. Okay, so this one has really been done nicely,
Yeah, that's
and you
real
see that
nice.
there's a lot of space. Again, you have the dining room, but here's the kitchen, y'all. And we'll see it in a second when we get in there. So it's an alcove, and they have definitely moved that, and we'll see it at the end. So here's one of the bedrooms. And you see there's
See how close
not a
that
lot of
wall is?
space
Yeah. It's
between the
real
wall.
short.
Yeah, it's really short. And then here's the other bedroom with a twin size bed. And it's a trundle bed. Still, I don't know. Oh, and then they kept you can see some of the old stone work showing, peeking through there. So this is the kitchen. It's an alcove off of the living room. And I think that's a better way to do it than just having
Just have it right there. Yeah.
right there in there, right? So this probably was one of the bedrooms. And then one of those bedrooms back there was probably the kitchen originally. So here's the kitchen. It does not look like, unless one of the washers is behind some of this paneling, that it has a washer. So let's go see. So 2 single beds, because it's got a tone. Okay, so it has a washer and a dryer.
Whoa.
Okay, so that's good for $2,600 to have a washer and a dryer. That is unusual, and that's a good find. I still wouldn't pay that price. I still would not pay that price, y'all. So we are going to move over to another area. Let me see what we've got coming up. And again, there's some areas that we are not talking about. Let me just show you what I'm showing, what we're seeing here. Okay, so some of you know this is the bridge that looks like the San Francisco Bridge. It's the April 25th bridge, and these areas over here are perfectly lovely. Campo de Auric, you guys have heard of that. Australia, Alcantara, but they don't have the metro going through them, and so there's just the one train. We're going to show you Belém because it is a different feel. And again, it's just the one train to get back to this area over here where all the bars and all of that stuff is. So we're going to come down here and show you Belém. But we're not going to consider those because of the hills and the lack of metro. However, you might want to check those out if you like. So I'm going to take that off screen for a minute and get everything set up and make sure I've got Belim in the house. And this, actually, it's Belim and Ajuda, both of those areas is what we will be looking at. So I'm going to just do this one more time and make sure we're looking at the right stuff. Bear with me, y'all. And so we're going to look, I'm looking at my notes here, like stupid kitchen. We're going to look at a high end, a mid range, and oh, we didn't see this one from Grassa.
No, we haven't went to that.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to Belim. But I'll pull that up. And I'm looking at some of my notes because these are things that you just have to get used to, y'all. You just have to get used to them. And if that's going to be an issue for you, you might want to rethink. Living in an old city like Lisbon. All right, so let's pull this up. I'm going to go back because we still didn't look at the historic part of Alfama and Grassa and that whole area, which is really cool. That is below where we live, and we love walking down there. So let's do it this way. So Belim. As you get away from the city center, they should get less expensive. So, it's the same price, but you get a lot more for your money. It should be one or the other. So this is a 2 bedrooms with 3 beds and 1 bath. So it's got a double bed and 2 singles. They're calling it waterfront, courtyard view, river view, Wi-Fi. I'm not going to look at all of when choosing an Airbnb, we're going to leave this up for a second and just talk about this. Y'all, look at the reviews. Look at, if it does not have any reviews, don't be the guinea pig.
No, you will be mad at yourself.
Yeah, and look at what they say about the host as well. So if the place is nice and the location is nice, is the communication, especially if you're going to be spending a month or so scouting or on vacation, is the host communicative? If something happens with the apartment, do they get right back to you, or do they have an attitude, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to consider the reviews. You also want to consider the location. I'm going to take that off screen for a minute. Maybe consider whether it has self-check-in or if you have to wait for the owner. We like to stay in Airbnbs that are owned by individuals and not corporations, just to put money back into the community. Of course, with that means, do they have self-check-in, or are they going to have to take off work and meet you there and do all of that arranging? That, if you're coming in late or really early or something like that, maybe that's not something that you want to put up with. And then lastly, and this is kind of like a trick that I've noticed, look to see if there is clutter in the pictures. Now, all of the ones that we show you, there will be no clutter because I took those out. Look at the clutter and look at what it is, because you might be looking at someone's personal home that they are Airbnb-ing. This may be okay for you. Some people
are okay with it, but some aren't.
Some aren't.
So I'm not.
Some people know how to Airbnb their homes in a way that makes sense, and they leave it looking like what we're about to show you. But some folks, I have stayed in an Airbnb where there's been somebody else's hair and stuff and a razor and all of that still left on the side of the bathtub. Mm-mm. Y'all, we ain't feeling it. We are not feeling it. So, hey, y'all, we see you guys in the chat. We're going to try to keep this really, really short, and we're already at 20 minutes. Okay, so here we go. We're going to keep going here. Let's go back to here and show you. All right, so this is in Belim. Again, this is south of the city center. This one is 1600. Let's just show all the photos right quick and point out anything. So this is a good sized living room, as you see, right? And especially for the price. Look at that. Look at the big carpet. This is an IKEA carpet. I know because we've got the same one. It's big. And so that can give you an idea how much space is in between the couch and this. Now, if they put a bigger TV there, they probably could ask for more money. Good sized bedrooms with windows. You do not have to have a window to call it a bedroom here in Portugal. So be aware, if you do not see a window, don't assume that there is a window in the bedroom. So it looks like this bathroom has been semi-updated. The tile looks a little bit older, but it's perfectly fine. And the bathtub and stuff has been a bit updated. Here's the kitchen. Now, this is a typical Portuguese kitchen. You see there's a door. It is separated from the rest of the house. There's most kitchens have an eat-in area, space for a table or something like that. It has a full-size refrigerator. It has a washer machine. As you see, this is a typical Portuguese kitchen.
Yeah, a kitchen.
Right? And the long hallways. This is a typical Portuguese apartment.
Oh, yeah.
So they have not knocked down walls or any of that stuff. They have just updated what you see. And then they're giving you some views from the apartment. All right. So this is Belém, Ajuda area. This one's Ajuda. This is mid-range. Let's see. Let's make sure that this one, 223. Okay. So these are about the same price, and I don't know why I included both, but look at this. So this one is a little bit on the expensive end as far as I'm concerned. And look at that small kitchen. Look at that back there, y'all. Wouldn't you have rather had the one that was less money? So these are the kinds of things you need to look at. Look at the space in between the chairs and the couch. Would you really be able to fit a family there comfortably? Nice bedroom, decent size. Not sure about this bathroom.
I think that shower is going to be small.
The shower looks small.
And you got to be careful of that.
Yes.
Look at those showers, because, man, they have some showers. You bend over, you open the door.
Yeah, or you accidentally turn the
hot water off or cold water.
Or the cold water.
Oh, my God.
Yes. So this is a smaller kitchen, but again, you're on vacation. I think it's perfectly workable. I think it is. I would not want to rent this long term, but as a vacation spot, I think it's perfectly workable. Okay, so let's move on to this next one. I think I just like the colors here. But I think this is a better bang for the buck. If you're going to pay $2,200 or $2,300, look at the space there. You've got the couch, you've got the chair, you've got a full-size dining room, and then plus the little eat-in area in the kitchen. Nice size bedroom. The second bedroom, Belém.
Tower of Belém.
So this is that dining area that we saw from the other picture. And again, they are exposing some of that old stone. This is a decent sized shower. Now, see, we didn't see that other shower, but imagine on a cruise ship, the showers.
Yeah, that's right.
That's about the size of, that is a typical older shower in Portugal. And we've seen them in high-end apartments that charge $1,600 just for one bedroom, long-term lease, and we've seen them in less expensive. So this one comes with Netflix. I think that's what they're showing there. And you see
it's the balcony, isn't it?
A floor to ceiling. There is a balcony,
yeah,
and floor to ceiling windows. That is typical of the older buildings. So this is a nice size apartment. That room is tight.
Yeah, they have to roll over.
That room is tight, as you can see. So the living area is nicer than the sleeping area, I would say. Half a dozen in one hand, right? 12 in the other. So that is what we have found for Belém. I am going to go and show you now the other part of the central Lisbon area. So let's pull this back up. So this area right here is the oldest part of of Lisbon: Alfama, São Vicente, and Graça, Muraria. So we have gotten a couple of apartments that we want to show you from there. So I'm gonna, let's see, take you off the screen right quick and make sure I've got them pulled up. Let's close these other ones. We're closing Belém. And if you all want to hang with me, and then here's Graça. Oh yeah, our boutique apartment. That's Belém. Oh, this is another Belém. Let's get rid of that one. We showed that one, and that one, and that one. All right, I think we've got one more for Graça, so I'm going to pull that up. Alfama. Let's see what this one is.
Yeah, we
Muraria.
saw that one.
No. Oh, did we?
Yeah, I remember the TV and stuff. We did.
Well, we must have showed it in the wrong place, so we won't show it again. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So let's start with Graça.
Oh no, we didn't. Well,
yeah, let's start with Graça.
Okay.
I don't think we did. I think it was just similar because a lot of these things are like decorated with the grays and whites and all of that, and that's kind of a thing, right? So here we are in Graça. This is your bargain at $1,400 per month. Now, this is small, y'all.
it's small.
This is small.
That's your dining room table right there.
This is and as you can see, it folds under.
Yeah.
And then there is your dishwasher and your washing machine and your little kitchen. Again, we're looking at this for vacation spot. This bedroom actually is a decent size. I don't like the furniture, but it's a decent size. There's your kitchen. There's your bathroom. It looks like a little bit bigger of a shower than usual because they get smaller than that. Like the other door would start right here. And you just doing one of these.
You have to wash like this.
We're not lying. Here's your second bedroom. Okay, I'm going to get out of here because I want to show, let's see, the views. Yes, beautiful. And then here's the living room. The other view of the living room. So here you can see.
There's your dining room table.
There's the dining room table when it's folded down. So this is a smaller apartment. But again, it's $1,400. This is our bargain deal here. We're still in Graça. This is a little bit higher end. You're going to get some more decorative flair here. Good sized bedrooms. The living room is okay. You've got a full size couch and a chair. Sometimes it's not a full size couch. It's a love seat that they've wide angled.
Yeah, they long lensed it.
Yes. Now this kitchen to me leaves something to be desired. It's got a gas stove, not electric. And then here's it's just got a little refrigerator and microwave down there and a little sink. I'm not sure that it has a washer or a dryer. They're calling this boutique, but it's cute. And again, we're talking about the prime location next to all the sightseeing that you want to do and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, this one in Muraria is bigger. As you can see, this is a nice size living room.
I like that bookshelf.
Yeah, the bookshelf is cool.
Yeah, we saw this one.
Did we see this one?
Mm-hmm.
We did see this one, but I thought it was Belém, but this is not Belém, it's Muraria. So now I remember. Sorry, guys. I don't know how that got mixed up. So let's go back. So that is basically the city center. Now let's move down to the beach areas. I'm going to really quickly show you some things down in Cascais.
Cascais.
So we spent time down in Cascais. Oh, darn it. I didn't mean to close that. We spent time down in Cascais, and I have been told that you can find things less expensive down there. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think if you look at some of the areas, and I'm going to show you on the map here, if you look at some of the areas before you get to Cascais, then perhaps let's go to this map. No, not that map. This map. Okay, I'm going to pull this back up. All right. So here is the bridge. We showed you a bit of Belém. We have Belém on our list for scouting as well. However, what I tried to do is look at the areas that were closer to the train as far as vacation, and then look at the areas up here a little bit more as far as a scouting trip. Reason being is, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be around a bunch of tourists all of the time. I just don't. So here is the beach of Carcavelos, and I'm going to pull out just a little bit so you can see it in reference. So Carcavelos, Pared, and Cascais. If you are about that beach life, I think this is easier access to the city center because you just hop on the one train.
One train.
Then if you are in Costa de Caparica, they have beautiful beaches on both sides. There's less to do over here in Costa de Caparica. But if you want an emptier beach, bigger beaches, less tourists, then come to this side of the river. And you can take a train just across the bridge. But let's see what they have to offer in these areas. So I am going to go to my list and I'm going to let you guys see our ugly list here. And let's just pull these up. Did I get the highlight? So I'm going to go here. And I didn't think I had highlighted it. Why isn't it not copy? Paste. Okay. So 1639, and look at that beautiful beach. It's beautiful. It really is. So this is this in Cascais or Carvelos? Let's see. I think Cascais. Okay. So let's look at the bedroom here. A little tight, but there's at least room to walk on each side of the bed.
Yeah, you can get out without having to roll out. Yeah,
a full-size couch that turns into a bed. You can see they love IKEA here. This is definitely an IKEA couch. But you can see that there's space. There's a little a coffee table and stuff. So there is space in this living room and lots of light. Here's the second bedroom. Not bad. Kitchen. So this is interesting.
I'm shocked that they have a table right there, Aaron.
In the middle of the kitchen?
In the middle of the kitchen.
I'm not, because they always have eating kitchens. And so there's not a lot of counter space, as you can see. So you're probably going to have to use the table to do prep. This alcove is how the kitchens used to be. A lot of times they've gotten rid of those. I have seen where they've just taken the old stuff out and put new stuff in it. It looks like it's got a gas stove. And then a convection oven and a microwave. So this is a little bit more of a traditional kitchen that has been updated. Decent sized bathroom. You see the shower there is a decent size. And a closet and a safe. That's interesting. This I don't know why they're showing this, but this is the typical lock. Let me tell y'all, in Portugal, you're going to have a bar going up through something and down into the concrete. And so this is definitely in the old part of Cascais. So let's go back over here. And that was our low end. I've got this down as best bang for the buck. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it. Is it beautiful or what?
Yeah, it is. It is
It's
truly
just
beautiful.
beautiful. So this is a decent sized kitchen
Full
and
size
a full size
refrigerator,
refrigerator. Yeah.
decent sized water heater.
That's another thing. So the water heater is usually in the kitchen. Oftentimes they're half that size. If they're showing, look and take note of what they're showing. This is a bigger water heater, which means you're going to be able to take a decent shower. If it's half this size and you have your whole family coming, keep that in mind. We're talking short showers staggered throughout the day. Bar seating, and then the dining table and the living area. Decent size couch. It's a little small, so I'm thinking that the area is a little small. Oh,
Okay.
not bad. Not bad at all. So again, I put this down as best bang for the buck. And as you can see, it's $1,295 per month for the month's rent. And you're right there at the beach. And I guess this is my second one. Let me see if this is still a good deal here. It's the same one. Okay. So let's take this off screen. All right, y'all. Now let's talk about if you are going to do this. We're already at 36 minutes. We won't speed this up. If you are coming here to do scouting and what areas you should stay in. We're going to do some hit and miss. I think we'll just pick one from each area instead of showing all of them.
Okay.
And because I do want to keep this kind of short, but I want to show you if you're coming here to scout, it's a whole different ordeal, right? You're not necessarily going to spend a lot of time doing the touristy stuff. So we are, Cascais, Carvelos, Pered, Estoril, all of this area around here. You might want to stay if you want the beach life for your regular life.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you are looking for a neighborhood in which to live, these areas right here that we showed you, you won't live there. You won't live there.
Unless you want to be in the midst of tourists.
If you like loud all night long, and I mean all night long, because there's speakeasies and everything else, and it doesn't seem like there's an off season anymore. Because every time we go down there, there's tons of crowds. There's a lot of people. So up the areas that we are going to show you are up a little bit north. This is Saldanha, Arorios, Anjos, and Dente, and then the upper part of Avenida Liberdade. All of these areas up here, if you want to be in the city, in Lisbon, okay? Let's go over to the map. However, there is another side. And if you still want to have easy access to the city center, to Lisbon, but you don't want to pay Lisbon prices, on the other side of the river, this area right here, Cacilhas and Almada, are lovely areas. And they are this whole area is
They're being redone.
Redone, yes. They're going to call this Lisbon South Bay. And so they've got right now they have a ferry that runs that will drop you off in the heart of the tourist area within 10 minutes, literally. And it runs every 10 to 20 minutes, depending upon the time of day, until 1:30 at night, and then starts at something like 5:30 in the morning or something like that.
And actually, when we were here in June, we stayed in Almada.
Yes.
And in the area we stayed in, you remember they were working on it then? That
whole area has been redone.
It's redone.
Yes,
it was like, wow. I mean,
yeah.
Restaurants and everything.
Yeah.
So they're working to change stuff, and they're working fast.
They are working fast, but it's a perfectly delightful area. And the little old town strip and all of that when we were staying there was lovely. So let's go to the scouting areas, and we're going to first go over to, let's pick a low and a high. Whoops, undo. And we're going to go back to the Lisbon side, but up north from those other areas. All right. So this is 2000. And this is a lovely apartment. So you see a couch and two chairs, right? A coffee table. So you're getting some space. That's a tight bedroom. And so we have what is called a 3-bedroom, y'all. But this is what we're in right now is the 3rd bedroom.
This is a 3rd bedroom.
I can almost touch that wall and touch this wall. It had a twin size bed in it, this little desk and a little stool and a little wardrobe, which we removed, But this is, oops, you know what? I'm not even showing this. Look at this.
There you go.
All right, and I think when I was explaining all of that, I wasn't showing it either. So let me show you one more time. I'm sorry, y'all. This area over here is Casillas and Almada. This is the area that's being redone. It's on the other side of the river. And so we will show you a couple of things over there. But we're going to get back to this part up here, this part of the city. And so that's what we were showing you up here. Let's close this and look at the top here and see if we saw the comments. They would have been telling us that they couldn't see what we were showing them. Sorry, y'all. All right, so this is a perfectly lovely apartment, as you can see. A little tight bedroom, but decent sized living room, and it has definitely been updated. There's the kitchen back there. Again, they had to have moved that kitchen. Because that's just not how they did. Okay, we don't need to see the decorations.
Yeah, they like showing their decoration.
I hate when they do that. Okay, let's see if they give us a better picture. Here we go, of the kitchen. Okay, stove and oven and microwave, so that's good. It looks like a dishwasher.
Sinks are going to be small. They're all small sinks.
Yeah.
No double sinks like we have in the States.
Yeah, so we don't need to see the decorations. So this is what you get for $2,000. So you're going to see my little list here, and let's go. So that was this is mid-range. Now we're up at 2,900. This is Saldana adjacent. We'll say Marquez Pombal. It is a high-end area. It's the financial district, the business district. There's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful park that you guys have seen, Eduardo the 7th, something like that. It's a beautiful park. Lots of manicured vegetation and all of that. And so it was also featured in our Christmas video.
Yeah, when we did the Christmas video and you look out at the Ferris wheel and stuff, that's where that
park is. Yeah. So this looks like a decent size. You see a full-size couch and a coffee table. So let's see what the kitchen looks like. Very updated with the white laminate and all of that. Okay, and it looks like the kitchen is right off of the living room, so they did move it, unless this is a newer building. That's another thing. This area that we're showing you is a newer part of Lisbon. And so one of the things that you need to keep in mind, and you might want to ask about if you are staying in the older part of the city, is can you flush the toilet paper? There are some of these some of the sewer systems, especially in the old part of the city, have not been updated. Some of the apartment buildings have not been updated. We've eaten in restaurants and stuff in the lower part of Graça, Alfama, and you can't flush the toilet paper. All right, this is very high end, 3,400, y'all. This is overpriced. The average Portuguese person makes about €1,000 per month, which is about $1,100 per month. I'm not sure who's paying for these. I'm not. Now, if this were long-term, let's look at the size. And if it were long-term, we'll tell you about what we think it would rent for. Not with all of these decorations, but maybe with the furniture. So this is huge. You see 6 chairs. Plus 2 chairs and the couch. This is big.
That's big
for Lisbon. And we don't want to see all of that. Let's scroll down. It's funny that they take the pictures of it. Okay, so that's a decent size. You can see There's plenty of room. And then there's the second bedroom, plenty of room to walk around. So that's great. And then here's the kitchen. Interesting. Not as updated. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They just chose wood. But it is separated. So they didn't move the kitchen, but they knocked down some walls because usually you can't, there'd be a long hallway. So some walls were knocked down, or this is a newer building. And this is a great kitchen. You've got, the dishwasher, the oven. There's probably a washing machine. Convection. So, and a nice balcony.
Yeah.
So I don't remember seeing that the last time we looked at this. So this is definitely high end. Now, if this apartment were long-term rental, I'm thinking $2,500 a month without the furniture.
Without the furniture, yeah.
Yeah,
No more 25, 28.
something like that. Something like that. All right. Let's go to the new part of the city. I'm going to put this in, and then I will show you where we're at on the map. So this is a map that I created, and I'm still trying to work with it. So this shows you the main freguesias, and then where you can see where the metro comes in. So there's the freguesias and then the metro line. And as you see, that area that we did not show you, Alcantara and Campo de Ourique and all of that area, the reason why is because the metro does not yet go through there, but they are extending the red line and the yellow line. So let's take a trip up, let's take a trip up north a little bit, go away. And here's the bridge. Parque das Nações is up here. Where is it?
Right there. You got
Right
your
there.
thing on it.
Oops, right by the other bridge. This area right here. Now, it is one of the newest parts of the city proper, and it is the place of
They had the World Expo.
The World Expo. So, Parque das Nações is Park of the Nations.
Park, yeah.
All right.
Beautiful area, beautiful. And
expensive and flat.
Flat.
It's flat.
It's flat.
They have the Oceanaria there. What do you call it?
Alex and Jerry live over there.
Yes, definitely. It's beautiful. And high, glass high rises, all of that. So, decent size. This is a decent size, but it's not inexpensive. You can see that's a pretty big couch. And then, of course, look at those big chairs. So you've got your dining room and the living room. That's the second bedroom. And then the kitchen. Now, this must be an older one of the original buildings because, again, you've got the kitchen separated from the living area. And that is typical Portuguese. So let's see if there's something else interesting besides. Yeah, it's one of the first buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So washer and dryer. So that's unusual and good. Good and different, right? So this is a good size. This is a good size apartment. But again, $2,700, y'all. We know that Parque das Nações is expensive. So, and that's on our low end. So let's see what you can get on the high end. And then we're going to go across the bay and up to Sintra. So, Park of Nations. This one, I guess they just decided to put it in English. So this one is $4,000 per month. I'm not seeing $4,000 here, y'all. Are you guys seeing $4,000 here?
I didn't see it either, but I was looking for the highest price.
Okay. It has a fireplace, but it doesn't look like it's being used.
It's just cluttery to me.
It is,
If it didn't have all that stuff in it,
yeah,
it'd probably look a whole lot
a
different.
nice balcony. It is very
Beautiful
close
view,
to the
yeah.
river, though. Okay, so that is something, but it's on the other side of the bridge. So I know exactly where this is. So there's the river there in the background. Good size rooms, though. You can see that there's, if they've got a chair in there and all of that, there's room to walk around, and built-in closets. That shows you that it's a newer building, because usually you have separate wardrobes as a piece of furniture,
Right.
and built-in vanities, newer. Again, you usually have a piece of furniture and not built in like that. Although that's a little tacky that you can see the plumbing, especially for $4,000, right?
You want that covered?
I would want that covered. I would want that
Put a
covered.
curtain or something. Build a wall.
Something. But you see there's a big balcony, and
There's a
their
big
balcony is
Probably
probably
goes around.
the whole
Yeah.
apartment. So we're not going to go through 48 pictures, but let's see if there's something else that we need to look at. What does that kitchen look like? Let's see. Did we see the kitchen? Gives you an idea of the area. Here's the kitchen.
But there's the balcony.
Yeah.
Goes right past it.
So the balcony definitely stretches over the whole, and that's nice. That's very nice. So $4,000 though, y'all. If you need modern, if that's what you need, never have to worry about the plumbing and things like that, then Parque das Nações. If you want it flat, that may be the area for you. I'm going to take this off screen for a second. We're going to go to the other side of the river and show you what you can get in Almada, and then we're going to go to Sintra. So we stayed in Cacilhas, and let me pull this back up. Okay, and pull this back out. So we stayed at the very tip right here, and so it was like a 5-minute walk to the ferry?
Yeah.
5-minute walk to the ferry. But it is, hopefully this will pull up. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. I don't think I did it right. Let's see. Boom. Nope. Because the address is invalid. So I must have not have. Let's try this again. Copy. There we go. You should be able to get a little bit more for your money across the river. So this is Almada. You can see the Jesus statue really well from this. This is up there by where Twana lives. I shouldn't be telling her business. But I was just looking at the outer picture, so let's not look at the decorations here. But you see nice size dining area. So here's a good picture where you can see the
living room dining area.
The size of it.
Long hallway.
That's typical Portuguese. Typical Portuguese. Okay, look at this bedroom. This is a good size. You've got a crib over there, so this is definitely for families. The full-size mirror and the dresser, so you've got plenty of room to walk around.
And the one we stayed in Casillas, our bedroom was good size. You had plenty of room to walk.
The master bedroom was a good size.
The master bedroom, yeah. The other was
the second bedroom was not, and it did not have a wardrobe in it, so it would not work long term. Look at this bathroom. It's beautiful. And there's a tub. I don't know about you, but I love to soak. So a tub is always nice. And then here's the kitchen. Not too much of a fan of all this decoration and with this kind of tile, but it's a nice updated kitchen. You've got the dishwasher, washing machine, oven, full-size refrigerator. And again, if you are scouting, Hopefully you're not wasting money eating out. Go to the grocery stores, go to the mom and pop, buy the stuff so you can see the prices and make sure that the area that you're in has the amenities that you want.
Yeah.
And then cook at home.
And most likely it is. I mean, butchers, well, here in Lisbon, butchers on every corner.
Well, across the way too. We just never went.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But butchers and fresh fruit and vegetables, all the Mercados, large and small.
Yes. Okay, so this is mid-size range. This is kind of what Almada looks like. It's newer in general. The buildings are newer than the Lisbon side. A lot of them were built in the 50s and 70s. Okay, and now we're going to go high end in Almada. You guys seeing all my seeing the back stuff here. Let's go ahead and paste that. This is a good size.
That is a good size.
Here's the bedroom. Plenty of space. Those are full size nightstands there. And look at all the room around the bed.
Hey, those are our lamps.
I know, we've got the same lamps because IKEA.
We know where they went.
IKEA. Nice size shower. It's a little narrow, but at least it's long. So you're not, and look at, it's got the extra sprays and stuff. So at least you're not, and then two beds it looks like.
And the rack for the clothes.
This is typical. Oh, it's got a bath. So this has 2 bathrooms.
Yeah. And a lot of places, you're not going to find 2 bathrooms.
Yeah. But again, you can see over there in the corner the bar that goes into the floor and into the top frame of the door.
And they got these locks on some of these doors. It's like 5, 6,
yeah,
7, 8, 9, 10. You locking all the way down.
Yeah, it's like you're in a safe.
Yeah, it really truly is.
So
got tumblers and all that crazy.
Yeah, so good sized kitchen with all of the amenities. It's got a washer, dishwasher, and everything. And again, this is separated. I don't know what's upstairs.
There's the bridge.
This separated kitchen again is typical Portugal, and this one is $24.83 in Almada. If this were a long-term lease, let's see, it is 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. Without the furniture, I believe that you could get it just based upon what we've seen for about $1,200 to $1,500. Okay, and now let's go to Sintra. So I'm going to show you where Sintra is, and
the mystical, magical land of Sintra.
Yeah, it's so beautiful there. But one of the reasons why we have Sintra on the list, let's go to the Google Maps, is because it is one, you can use your Metro Pass to get to Sintra, and it's one train to get you right back to the city center, 30, 40 minutes on the train, and you're there. So Sintra is over here. And it seems really far, but it's just not. I would say 40 minutes. 40 minutes will get you right back here. And again, your Metro card will get you there and will get you to Cascais and will get you to Almada and will get you down here to Sesimbra and Setúbal. So all of this area, your Metro card includes. And so that's why we're looking at Sintra. So for $1,192, again, the further you get from the city center, you should be paying less. Sintra is where all of the castles are. So here is the living room, and this is an older building. I can tell by the alcoved windows. And it's got a full-size couch, so it's a decent size for older. Okay, we don't want to see decorations. Let's look at the kitchen. Good sized kitchen.
Kitchen,
yeah. Especially for only $1,200. Or,
No,
small refrigerator.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, guys. Even the full size refrigerators here, the idea that you pack it up full of Costco stuff is just not a thing here. 2 beds in the second bedroom, so that's good. And see here, this window type, it opens this way, and then you close it, and then it'll open this way as well. It's really a cool design. I love those. I wish this apartment had them. So with the old furniture.
I think next door they have them.
Heather, yeah, she does. All right, tub and shower, and it still has the bidet and the toilet in there. And you see, this is definitely the old part of Sintra. Yeah. So very well updated for something that looks like it was built in the 1700s, 1192. And then let's go to the high end of 2000, and this will be it. And then we will wrap it up. So again, Sintra is over there. Huh. 1900. It went down. It went down, guys. So this is 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Nicely updated. So the living room. Look at that view.
Open windows in the view.
Look at that view. Isn't it gorgeous? Decent sized living room. Sintra is older, small kitchen. Functional but small. Full size refrigerator in a weird place. That also is typical Portuguese. There's the second bedroom with a nice, you can walk around the bed, so that's good, because we have seen rooms where there's a bed and then there's 2 feet, not even 2 feet for you to walk, right? So we don't need to see the decorations here. Let's see if there is anything else that we want to show you with this apartment. The bathroom. Very updated. But it looks small. Yeah, it's a little on the small side. But look at that with all the shower jets.
Shower heads.
They call this a jacuzzi shower sometimes. So this again is in the very old part of Sintra. I don't know if there's a newer part of Sintra because we haven't explored it enough. But yeah, we wanted to show you what you can expect to pay with these Airbnbs. We think the prices that we showed you, we kept them a lot lower than what is out there. We know that if for certain areas, you're just going to pay a lot. But to give you some idea, we are paying $13.25 for a 3-bedroom apartment just above Grassa. We are outside of the tourist area, but literally a 10-minute walk to the tourist area, a 20-minute walk to Cais de Sodré, to the river walk and all of that. If we hoof it. Well, it's downhill, so 20 minutes.
I walked it the other day.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
I went all the way down to the river.
Yeah, very, very easy. And we're paying $1,300 furnished. Okay, so there are deals to be had. But if you're coming on a scouting trip, we suggest those areas that we showed you. Unless you want to be in a noisy area, which I don't know. I'd rather have access to the noisy area. Also, the areas that we showed you were the areas that are accessible, easily accessible to the metro. They do have an extensive bus, trolley, and tram system here, as well as the subway. However, I have yet to find a comprehensive map to show me the routes. So it's very hard for foreigners to navigate the bus system. We've just learned the buses that pass by our place, and we've got a trolley just down the street. We just figured that out after 4 months. So we wanted to come on, and we spent an hour. We're going to keep these shorter. We're going to keep these Thursdays shorter. That is the deal. So we will be back on Sunday where we're going to talk about what retirement looks like. If you're watching from the future, hey, we might have already done it. Check and see if it is in there. The other thing that I wanted to tell you what you should watch next, Best Cities to Retire. That is also in the description below. We've got a Facebook group. that is thriving, y'all. This is FIRE over 50. If you do not know what FIRE is, it's financial independence, retire early. And yes, to me, we retired early because we didn't think that we could retire.
Yeah.
Right? We've got meetups coming up. Our first meetup coincides with the Exodus Summit, and it's going to be April 26th. And it's going to be a blast. I'm planning it with my neighbor, and she's been here for over a year and has given me all of these great ideas. So we're looking forward to that. Don't forget to get the Move Abroad Toolkit, the Ready to Retire Toolkit, which is in the description below. Anything else?
And how are they sending us questions? Because we were doing the one question thing.
Yes. So these shorts are about we're supposed to answer one specific question. If you get our emails, there is a link in there to ask us a question, and we will make that one of our Thursday lives. If you're not on our email list, well, why not? Why aren't you? If you get the Ready to Retire Toolkit, or if you get the Move Abroad Toolkit, you'll get onto our email list. Or you can check our About page and get onto the email list that way. So with that, we will let you go. We love y'all. Anita, Maritime, Christy, Greta, all you guys, all of our favorite folks are in the chat. We see you. We love you. And we will chat with you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
Bye.